Okay, in this video, what we're going to do is go over how to do this entire simple little one-bedroom house from start to finish. So when you get into Revit, what we're going to do is we're going to start that with an architectural template. Okay? And once we click that, and if we were to go look at our plan, remember we always start off our floor plans with our exterior walls. And you can see our exterior wall is just a simple rectangle shape. It's 28 by 20. And we just have a simple generic wall style here we're going to use. And so to do that in Revit, what we're going to do, oh, it's still loading, is we're going to come up here to walls. And when we look at walls, we're going to change it to generic 6-inch. And what you have to think about is you're drawing 3D. So how high are these walls going to be? They're not going to be 20 feet like they're set to up here. We're simply going to have them come up to our second level for now. We'll worry about the heights later. And if you look at the dimensions on this plan, they go to the exterior face of the walls. See this extension line, how it comes off the exterior face of the wall? So when we make our walls, we're going to want to change our location line from the center line to the exterior. And we'll just keep it a simple line here. We could go around and do 28 by 20 by 28 and just close it off. Alright, now that's one way to do it. We could use the rectangle command. And when you do the rectangle command, it's kind of hard to get it exact. So what I do is I draw it close. I hit dimension. And just like our dimensions we saw go off the exterior faces, we have to change something here. So that we do wall faces. And when we do that one, we're just going to click here to here. And of course, we're not going to be correct because we kind of just ballparked it. But what we could do now is edit this. And to edit it, you have to think about what wall you're moving. To make this 28 feet, we'd have to move this wall or this wall. So I'm going to click on one. This becomes a dimension that we could edit. I'm doing 28. This one would be 20. Click off. All right, there it is. Same exact thing. So let's keep the one that's dimensioned. All right. So now to go in the inside of the house and do the interior dimensions, we have this little rectangle shape here with a line in the middle, dividing off our closet and our bathroom, and then another little rectangle shape with a line in the middle having our two closets. So when you draw walls, remember you're not drawing the doors and windows just yet. We're going to act like they're not even there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to come in here, and I like to do this. I like to just go to my wall, generic 6, and let's just kind of draw what we think it looks like right now and hit escape to restart the wall. So that would be my bathroom, that would be my closet. Now if we look at this, this wall continues all the way to where these closets are. So what we could do is click and drag that wall a little bit further. So by doing that, we hit escape or we hit modify to clear out the wall command. I click and I take this blue grip and I can just stretch it. Let's go back to wall again. And let's just go and put it there. Now I'm going to wait to put the line in the middle and you'll see why. So to dimension this, what I would do is I'd look. My dimension is 6 feet. Well, what is it 6 feet from for this closet? It's 6 feet from our exterior face to the middle of this wall. So when I put a dimension on here, let's make sure we dimension it correctly. I do exterior face to the middle of the wall. And then the next one goes from middle to middle. And that's just how dimensioning is done in architecture. Oh, geez, I missed it. Let's try that again. Make sure we get the middle and middle. All right. So to edit this, what we have to look at is we have 6 feet here and 9 feet there. And then 6 feet here. So let's throw another dimension. So we click this. We go 6 feet. This one now to do 9. I'd click this wall and click on the 9-foot dimension. There we go. And let's go and make it the correct size that way. Let's go to my dimension tool. Remember, it's exterior face to the middle of the wall. And then let's look. 6 feet. So I could click, hit escape, click the wall, click the dimension, whoop, click the wall, click the dimension. All right, let's work on these closets now, get them correct. So when I look at my closets, the only dimension I really have to go with is we have 6 feet from face to face for this little hallway-like thing. And then 3 feet right here, and that's going to the face to the middle. So let's do our face to middle right there. And then we had face to face there. And to do that, if I click on this wall and move it, it's going to change my 9 foot. So I have to make sure that I click this wall, change that to 3, and it'll move it correctly. This one, I'm picking this inside wall 6 feet. All right, now like I said, let's put the closet separating wall in. This wall right here. And if we don't have any dimensions on there, it looks like it's about the middle. So we're just going to use the wall. And I could use my middle to kind of join. It's not perfect. Yeah, I know it's a little off on that side. But we could just take it and bump it up and make it exactly the same. I could have changed my wall settings, but all right. So we have all our walls done. Now the next thing that we're going to want to do is the next thing we're going to want to do is put in our doors and windows. So when I hit on door, there's just some generic single flush doors, no character to them at all. And so I could use those if I want, but I want something a little more pizzazz. So I'm going to click right here and go to load family up at the top. When I have door selected, and I'm going to go to doors, and there's all sorts of different doors I could choose from, and I'm going to pick this door. And you can pick whatever you want, I really don't care. For my front door, alright, and if you didn't put it in right, you can control the swing angle. Alright, make sure your swing angle matches your plan. I have a door to my bathroom. Obviously, I wouldn't want a glass door into my bathroom. That's kind of creepy. So let's go back to doors and let's load a more appropriate door. Let's say a panel door. Alright, that kind of looks like our front door, so, you know, let's make it work. And if you look at the plan, we actually have a 2'6" door for our bathroom. So let's go to 30 inches. Alright. There's that door. For our closet, you could put a closet door on there. I'm going to put this closet door on, and if you look at the plan, it's just a 2-foot one, so we don't have 2 foot, so just for sake of ease, we're just going to put a door like that, and then, like I said, you could use whatever doors you want. I really don't care. I'll put a door there. For this closet one, on the plan, if you look, we have actually an opening. So to do the opening, we actually have to come to doors. For this opening, we actually have to load it into components. So I hit component, I hit load family, and if we go down here, there's an opening folder. So there's some different ones. Use whatever one you like. I'm just going to use a simple opening door. And I'm just going to put one right in the middle there. Alright, windows are the same thing. We do windows. Alright, load family. Go down. Let's get some windows that are a little bit nicer looking. I'm going to use these casement windows. And if you look at the plan, we have a lot of windows all around. And these are 40-60 windows, so they'd be 40 inches wide and 60 inches high. Looks like we even have a sliding door right here. So I'm going to just use something that's close, 36-48. It's pretty darn close, and I'm going to just throw some windows in. Like I said, for this plan, I don't really care if it is exactly the way the house is. This is merely just practice for you all to make sure you're comfortable using Revit for our next project. And so I'm just going to throw some windows in. If I wanted a double window, Put them in like that. All right, if you want to put a sliding door, you can. All right, doors and windows are in. Next thing I'm going to do is put in my kitchen. And so kitchens, we have some cabinetry here and a little island. We have a sink, an oven, looks like a fridge right here, and we have some countertops on it, and looks like we have some cabinets above. So let's go over how we're going to do that. So first thing we're going to do is do components, and we're going to load family, and then it's in the casework. We're going to start with base cabinets, and you can see there's all sorts of different cabinets in here, and I know that I have a sink unit where my sink is in, so I'm going to hit that. And 30 looks a little tiny. The cursor is the back of the cabinet. Alright, so let's put a bigger cabinet. I'm just going to put a big old 48 in there. And the cursor is the back side of the cabinet. You can see it kind of locks in place. Next thing, let's put in the oven and fridge. So let's go load family. And those are down in the specialty equipment, domestic, and you could see, ooh, let's see if we could just use this kitchenette might fit. So let's hit open. That's a little too small. So let's go load family. Let's go specialty equipment, domestic. Alright, so let's get that oven. Oh, I'm sorry, the range. And if I hold control, I could get the refrigerator as well. Hit open. Alright, so there's my range. And we could have it go. I'm going to leave a little gap right there just so I could have some crud fall down in there. Alright. And then it looks like in your plan we have a little bit extra space, so you could kind of just put in what other cabinets you feel like. So I'm going to put another base cabinet, and then I'm going to put my fridge in the corner. So, I'm going to put in a 2-drawer and a 4-drawer one. Alright, so here's this. I'm just going to put a cabinet with some drawers on it. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to just get a small 30-inch, and you can see that's not going to be enough room for a fridge, so maybe I got a little greedy. So let's get rid of this 4-drawer one, and you can see putting cabinets in is kind of like a puzzle. So let's try and I'm going to just put a 36 in, and then I'm going to put my fridge in. That looks good. Alright, now we're going to need some countertops. So let's go component. Oh, wrong button. Load family, we have casework, countertops. So countertop with sink I'm going to do first, because I'm going to have a sink right here. So let's line it up. And what I could do is, see how that countertop went all the way over there? I'm going to take it and I'm going to slide it right to there. And maybe bump it up. I'm just going to click it and pull it forward so I can see my backsplash. Alright, I need another countertop on here. So let's go component, load family, casework, countertop, and put that in right here. Once again, it's too big, so let's pull it with the arrows. And that's it. Let's see what our house looks like 3D. It's coming along. Nice little house. Alright, so what you could figure out how to do on your own is put in some wall cabinets here if you want. You put a little island with a countertop on it. Alright, and you could look around in the plumbing folder. There is toilets, sinks, other things. So look around the components and put whatever you feel fit.